Hello Mousers! Well, today we're going to look at some news on Tuesday. First off, we're going to start with the Coalition for Marriage and their continued offence at the idea that gay people might want to get married too. Now, these stupid, out-of-date wankers are opposing gay marriage on the grounds that they are defending the sanctity of marriage and all of that crap, saying, and I quote, "I support the legal definition of marriage, which is the voluntary union for life of one man and one woman to the exclusion of all others. I oppose any attempts to redefine it." And they do it in that voice. I'm doing it in that whiny voice just to show the level of contempt I have for the idiocy of these people and their stupid idea. Let's start with the basics. One man and one woman, without anyone else in there, and for life. Very interesting. Does the Coalition also oppose divorce? It is a very good question. Let's look that up. Oh my goodness, they don't appear to be against divorce. It doesn't. Wow. What can we say from that? Well, clearly that they are simply homophobic. They're not for marriage as one man and one woman for life. They're just, we want marriage with one man and one woman because we don't like those nasty gays. That's basically it. And as one of those nasty gays, I'd like to tell them to go fuck themselves. You see, the way we work in Britain as a society of morality, decency and democracy is the democratic vote, as in the majority opinion, wins through providing it doesn't offend morality or decency. And let's just say, we want to be able to do something but we don't want them to do it, is not allowed. Because that's against decency and morality. It's immoral to the basest level. So, what the hell? Why are we listening to these morons? Oh, they make me want to punch them. Only I can't do that either. Because that would offend morality and decency. Even though I'm pretty sure the majority opinion would be, yeah, give them a good whacking. Now that last piece of news annoyed me so much it's disrupted the space-time continuum and caused the camera to move. So if you're wondering, it's not a continuity error, it's just that I got so angry I split the space-time continuum. On to the next story. There's an early day motion going through Parliament at the moment which you can support, and I really recommend that you do. It's a motion to stop the press in Britain from being able to hound transgendered people just because they think there's a good story behind them. They're going after trans people, trying to dig up all of their information and print it in papers because they think the public might find it strangely titillating to read about this kind of person. And as someone who is trans, this is quite a threat. If journalists decide that to slow the news day and that they could sell a few papers by rooting through my information, then they would do that. And that's a constant threat for me. Which is one of the reasons why I'm very much open. You can't really dig the dirt on me because it's all there already. I've put it out there online. That's generally how I am, because it stops them being able to hold this dagger over my head. So, that's going through at the moment. It's going through in the wake of the fact that the Sun has decided that a transgendered man who gave birth doesn't have the right to privacy anymore. And I will discuss at length the fact that in Britain, the right to privacy is not so much a right as just a sort of general idea, because there is no specific right to privacy in UK or European law. There are several safeguards to protect yourself and to protect your home and your family, but there's no actual right to privacy. But we'll leave that aside for the moment. The Sun has decided that even those general rights don't come into play when you're transgendered. They want all of the information on this man so that they can print an expose about how some guy gave birth. It's like, okay, it's an interesting story due to the fact that it's a man who's given birth, but leave the guy alone. Let him have his privacy. You fucking idiots. These people are scum. And not content with ruining this guy's life, the Metro has decided today to print a full-page picture plus the full name, the age and the name of the child's parents of a child who has gender identity disorder. The child's 5. The child can't, under any circumstances, look after herself. But not content with ruining this child's life just before it's really started, there's a paper, the Metro, well, I'll say it's a paper, it's a rag that goes out free at bus stations and train stations because they know they can't sell this crap. They've decided that throughout this article they'll refer to this girl as if she's a boy because they apparently know better about gender identity than the doctors that treated her. These people are scum. They need to be sorted out. So please, sign that early day motion so that we might actually get some safeguards for people who actually need it, because the press just won't leave them alone. And the moment the press has got an idea that there might be a story, your life's ruined. So let's deal with these parasites and tell them that we're not going to put up with it anymore. Okay, I've ranted for quite a while today, so I'm going to leave it at that. As always, links to all the different articles that I've been talking about are in the description bar below, and if you want to talk about it, please leave comments in the comments bar. I'll always come back to you and we can have a nice discussion. Until tomorrow, I've been Kirk-Robinson, you've been watching the video, and I'll see you later.